Hi YouTubers, this is Styler. In this video I will review and talk a little bit about the new LG G3 in silk white with the 3 GB RAM and 32 GB ROM. First of all, I want to say that this review is based off my personal opinion, and others may think or mean something else about the G3. It comes with a 2.5 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor and using the Adreno 330 as GPU. Of course, it also has support and things like LTE, NFC, Bluetooth 4.0 and wireless charging. Let us first take a closer look to the physical aspect and design. Here in the front we have a 5.5 inch QHD IPS Corning Gorilla Glass 3 screen with resolution 2560 by 1440, which gives 534 dpi. Here in the top we have the proximity sensor and a 2.1 megapixel front facing camera. If we take a look here, we have the infrared sensor and a noise cancelling microphone. In the bottom we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the microphone and the micro USB port. Personally, I don't mind that the headphone jack is placed in the bottom of the phone instead of in the top. But I know that this is a no-go for some people out there. On the sides we have no buttons. On the back, the G3 has a 1 watt external speaker. It has the laser autofocus. It has dual LED flash and a 13 megapixel rear camera with optical image stabilizer. Of course, the back cover is removable, and inside here we find a removable 3000 mAh battery. The phone has stacked slots for a micro SIM and a micro SD card. Down here we see the back speaker, we have the battery, we have the pins for the wireless charging, and here in the back cover you see the connections here for the wireless receiver here. So regarding my choice of color, I actually really like the back cover of the grey black model because it's really look like brushed metal. On the white you can't see it as clearly, but I also like the thin white edge around the screen on the white model, because this makes the black bezels look a bit thinner than on the all black version. By now I have no regrets that I took the white model over the black. Every time I look on it I think it looks really nice in white, but I'm also thinking that about maybe buying the grey brushed back cover to see how that would look mixed with the white front. Let us now take a look on the camera. The camera in the G3 is very straight and simple to use. LG has stripped out most manual settings in the camera app, and actually you only have the options like HDR and some different modes, besides all the normal things like flash, grid mode, etc. It seems that LG has decided that most of the users has no real interest in advanced settings like ISO, shutter mode, white balance or other tweaks. Now some few words about the performance and stability of the G3. So far I have had no performance or stability issues with my G3. It is really smooth and quick to work with, and I often have it on for several days without any problems, crashes or any stability issues. One thing, however, I must mention is that I once experienced that the knock-on to wake the screen didn't work for some unknown reason. I could then only wake it with the normal power button on the back, but as told, this has only happened one time for me. Normally it works perfect. Let us see the weight of this phone. And the phone is 156 gram. And here is my measurement tool. I will reset it to 0 here and just check the thickness of this phone to see here in the middle what it says. And here we have 9.5 millimeter. And here I have one AnTuTu benchmark, and as you can see I'm getting 35,702, so it's faster than the M8. You must remember that the score is also based on the screen resolution. And here you can see the sensors supported. So as you can see, it supports really many kind of different sensors. Inside the settings we also find under the battery here, we see here that it supports a battery saver, so it can save the battery. And now to some good and bad things about the LG G3. First, all the good. The G3 has an incredible nice screen, one of the best on the market, and the thin bezels make this thing a real beauty to look at. It also has a 5.5 inch screen, but it's still pretty compact in size. The G3 is very fast, it's quicker than the Galaxy S5. The new UI of the G3 has been made simpler and quicker. Also it has 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal ROM, so it has plenty of workspace. The back speaker has improved from the LG G2, and also the camera is great. The laser autofocus really works. I think the overall build quality of the G3 is nice, and the surface of the screen feels really great. It has some great software features like the knock-on to wake or knock code, and it even also has things like multi-window feature. It also lets you customize a lot of things in the UI, like the soft buttons, the colors, fonts, etc. And the LG keyboard also have some nice extra features. The back cover is really nice, and you get a good grip on the phone. On the G2 the back cover was more slippery. And now to some of the bad things. The G3 can sometimes get a little hot, and that will result in that it will automatically turn down for the brightness. That it turns down for the brightness is actually not an error like some say, but more like a feature built into the software. Still, I would wish that this somehow could be turned completely off. The G3 is not the thinnest on the market, but I guess it's okay, because it also has NFC and wireless charging built in. It is missing great stereo speakers like the HTC M8 for example has. For some people it may be hard to get used to the buttons on the backside also. And the brightness of the screen could be a little higher. Overall it's fine, but still I could wish it was even brighter. Regarding the camera, as told before, it's missing special settings for manual adjustment, but I guess they will say it should not be needed. Overall, the battery life of the LG G3 is good, but not as good as on the G2. And LG is not known for being fast with firmware updates, so updates may come a little slower for the G3 than on other brands. Some text can look slightly over-sharpened on the G3, especially if it's mixed with a special background color. So despite the fact that the LG G3 is not perfect, I still really love this phone. I also own the HTC One M8, which also is a really nice phone with great front speakers. But it has a smaller screen, a weaker camera and no support for 4K video recordings. So that's why I'm currently using the G3 as my daily driver. So this was my quick review of the LG G3. If you have any questions regarding this device, please comment below, give a like, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, see ya. In the rest of the video I will show some from the UI, so stay tuned.